Alright, everyone, so
I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, so I think we got it. I feel like though he used this and I got my texture swapped. Can never do anything right apparently. I just shifty, yeah. And one time, I heard Phil Henry play the Beatles, and I know for damn sure he didn't have rights to play that music because he was playing Beatles and he went on audio. I don't know what his mouth looked like, but I thought he went like this in my mind. They're never gonna know. That's what he said. And I'm pretty damn sure he played Beatles music without rights to it. And, you know, hi, my name, hi, I'm Phil Hendry, and I played music that I didn't have rights to. If you could hear me right now, you'd be like, this motherfucker, fuck this motherfucker. That's what he'd say, totally. All right, we don't need that. That empty, though, is a good thing. All right. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, it's a pale shade of gray out there today. I can see the red line, so I can know that I'm sitting on 0. And then she told me I was a 0. She said, "You're no longer my hero." Alright, so then there's the mesh guy in front. I was wondering who was out there taking it. Alright, so bring it back, zoom in, face front. Alright, now while we're doing this other parts. Okay, it's the dog out there. Do I keep making you run from streaming? No. Making you run to streaming more likely. Okay, so then we're gonna do this. Wait, Shift S, cursor to selected. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like it's supposed to be like Pink Floyd knockoff stuff. Just let me pay you and use the music, please. Alright, oh, wow. Wow, wow. 20, he says. I would think more. Alright, rotation X 90. Something where you could step in. No, I only get like an hour to stream or so. I saw a notice that told me on via email you were streaming at 7:11 in the morning. You got some explaining to do. You must have a sweet life to be game designing at 7 a.m. Or guess maybe that's what everybody thinks, right? I think this needs to scale up on, in general, just everywhere. Scale it on up. Can never get enough. I'm scaling on up. Don't you see shrill duck, but I'm making games and I'm going insane and I'm doing Blender way too much. He said just get Kid Bash 3D. It's not too tough, but expensive. And the free assets must be used wisely. Yes, wisely. Don't end up inside me. He said something slightly. Okay, I'm coming over here, and I want to. Hold on, I have a modifier on here, didn't I? Or I didn't add it. Okay. I had a modifier put on here that we're gonna do a boolean objects. Yeah, I don't know, with random precision. Random precision. He streamed with random precision and drove us all there. Okay, so there. Got it. I guess we apply our Boolean. Just, in my opinion, Boolean like that goes better than Unreal Engine. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Actually, hold on. Mr. Reference that I'm using, although I have to admit, I would love to be playing classical on my stream. There's just some real music. But this is not a bad song. All right, could be a little lower though. I should have better volume control on. Okay, that's pretty good. Turn my volume up in the headphones. My brother got me these. Okay, so I wanted to look and see what he did. What he did. Let's look together. Okay, I think he was all the way up to this point where he was. I think he did the Boolean here, or at the end of the previous. That's what it was. All right, everyone.
Press E, enter, Alt and S. Can I bring it in like that?
E,
Yes, I can.
enter. Yes, I
and then
can.
what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring off this front because I'm going to use that then for my actual vault. So if I bring this, Shift D, I'll pull it to the back so you can
That's
still
right. I
see
knew you
what I'm
had
doing.
something.
And then I'm
I knew you had
actually
something
going
in
to
the
delete
back.
both of these parts. So delete faces, and now I
Oh.
can actually bring it in. So if I come now to Alt, Shift, and click on the front and back edges, press 1, and then I just...
Hold on. Well, I just get torn between the two. Oh, I was working. Yeah. I have one of these things called a job that I have to do, unfortunately. Some days I sit there and I think, I can do something better. But I work with good people and in a good place. So I have nothing to complain about. One second. People are making noise. You can never step into the same stream twice. Hey, why does this stream feel so warm? All right. What the fuck? Oh, because I'm on edge. Shift. All right, we're going to do Shift D. Y. Bring it back. Way back. Actually, then what he did, what did it do? Okay, right. So then he did this thing. I just don't want to look. I want to have the delete faces. Okay. I could have sworn though he did like an alt. Okay, no, there was something he did over here.
I just want to bring it in. So if I now press E, enter Alt and S, can I bring it in like that? Yes, I can. So now I'm looking to just bring it past a tiny bit past where we've actually built it up to, as you can see. And now I can do is bridge edge loop. So right click, bridge
Well,
edge
hold on.
loop.
I'm missing
Now
something. I
to
deleted.
Alt shifting to delete both of these
Uh
fonts.
huh.
So delete faces, and now I can actually bring it in. So if I come now
Whoa,
to
hold
Alt
on.
shift and click on the
Something's wrong. I missed something. Here we go.
Alright, so the one thing you can see though is that it's really messed up our actual mesh, so let's go in and actually fix that. So if I come in,
See, he's
I'm
gonna
just
keep.
going
He's
to
gonna leave
delete,
this
because
chunk
these
here
you're not
missing.
actually even going to see, so you might as well just get rid of them. So I'm going to
All
come in
right.
and get.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get anything. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. All right. Is it technical? Like you're remote and they call you and they say, "Hey, we need help." Stat. And then you go and you fix it, and you don't know what you're walking into. All you know is that you're gonna change people's lives tonight. Because I've done on call before. But see, I did on call and I got paid a little extra money, and then I got hourly on call pay, which was nice. But yeah, what's your like? What's yours like? Meaning the job that is. So somehow I kept all of mine, and I know I asked you a question. I asked you a question. I feel like something's wrong, or I don't know what. I mean, you're not even actually gonna see it though. I think forget it. Don't worry about what this guy says, and just keep doing what I'm doing because I know what I'm doing is good stuff. I'm doing good stuff. Come on, he's Jason. He does good stuff. All right, so this I'm gonna do P. Well, I'm gonna do P and separate by selection. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. Don't have to P anymore. I'm back in here to here. Um, okay, this is like rubbing on that though. Is that gonna be a problem? I kind of don't. Oh, that's cool. So you do nursing. You have to have a lot of empathy to do that. I don't know if I could handle it.
Get rid of all of these going round, making sure that I'm
Okay,
still going to
but
leave this brick wall, as you can see.
yeah, I know you're gonna leave the brick wall,
So
as I
we
can
might press
see.
1 and sit and grab all of these, like so,
I
going
don't like
all
the
the
way
way
he's doing a
around.
lot of this stuff.
Why that one's there? That's where the joins are, so that's why we don't want to get rid of them. And
Yeah, but
then we just let's get it to the right side. This
when you
now can actually
move
bring it in.
these,
So
how
if I
come?
come now to
Oh,
Alt
oh,
Shift and
oh,
click
oh, oh,
on the front
oh,
and back
oh.
edges, press 1, and then I just want to bring it in. So if I now press E, enter Alt and S, can I bring it in like that? Yes, I can. So now I'm looking to just bring it past a tiny bit past where we've actually built it up to, as you can see. And now I can do is bridge edge loop. So
I
right,
missed. Oops, missed a
and there you
step
go.
in there. God
Of
damn it! They
our
got the control
actual
like right where I want to go.
voice texture looks like. You can
Um,
see now it looks more.
I
Come
see
back
what it
to
is.
our
Uh
actual
huh.
cylinder. I'm going to shrink it down because I might as well actually use this as well. So I'm going to shrink it down with S and Y. So let's get it to the right size. Remember, this is
Mhm.
not the door. This is just the opening. So that's why I've actually got it like that. I'm going to make it a tiny, tiny bit bigger then, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring off this front because I'm going to use that then for my actual vault. So if I bring this, Shift D, I'll
Okay,
pull it to the
that's
back
why.
so you can still see what.
I'll catch up. Okay. So, boom. Okay. Now, go back to our object. I actually have it already was a pretty good size when I cut it. I didn't realize that that was going to be like that. So I'll just scale out anyway. Scale a little bit, tiny bit bigger. My, can you, is that even above the ground? You are gonna, and you know what? He's wrong. He's messed up because no, he's not. Because we're gonna merge in the middle. Something's gonna come out different though, I bet, because I'll screw it up some way, somehow.
I'm doing,
I have them
and then
going
I'm
on the
actually
side
going to
while I
delete
work
both of
here.
these
Okay,
boxes. So
so
delete faces, and now I can actually bring it in. So if I come now to Alt Shift and click on the
mm-hmm.
front and back edges, press 1, and then I just want to bring it in. So if I now press E, enter Alt and S, can I bring it in like that? Yes, I can. So now I'm looking to just bring it past a tiny bit past where we've actually built it up to, as you can see. And now I can do is bridge edge loop. So right click, bridge edge loops, and there.
Alt S. I always need to remember that. Okay, so this is actually beyond. Am I on that? Okay, let's do sort of the shading shit. Share the show. Share the show. Share the show. Share the link to my show. You ever wonder about a link? I got a link to the show. You know, hey, that's a great idea. I should put a YouTube link or a link to my YouTube channel and in the entry in the chat. Hey, when you joined the chat, did it say like be respectful and kind or anything like that when you joined? Like follow rules? If so, then it's not doing my bot bullshit that I asked. See if the welcome to the chat room. Yeah, I don't care what welcome. I need people to follow rules. I don't need you to be kind. I need you to be predictable, said the cop. Okay. Actually it was a cop, it was in Austin. He said that. This guy pulls up to the light and he says, "Alright, you know what? I'm gonna let this cop go through since I'm such a nice guy." And E enter. Okay. And then Alt S bring it in. And I don't know how much you went in first off. Let's see. I think like a step, like the feeling of about like a brick would be good on that. I think we should do a little more. Alt S, bring it in. He said just to that edge that we did, but that's okay. Okay. Then he's gonna do this other thing to have his edge loops close, and I want to hear that.
Back edges, press 1, and then I just want to bring it in. So if I now press E, enter Alt and S, can I bring it in like that? Yes, I can. So now I'm looking to just bring it past a tiny bit past where we've actually built it up to, as you can see. And now I
Mm-hmm.
can do is bridge edge loop. So right click, bridge edge loops, and there you go. That's the beginning of
Bridge
our
edge
actual
loops. There
vault
you go.
block. So
I
now
thought of
finally,
that.
let's come in and actually bevel these off as well. So Alt, Shift and click, and I want control over this bevel. That's why I'm actually doing it rather than using an actual modifier.
That's right, I remember that. Okay. I always feel like mine looks different. Give me 1 sec, just 1 sec. I hear a noise. Make sure my boy's okay. Making sure my boy's okay. Okay. All right. Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. My kid was about to give away all his V-Bucks to buy some other guy a battle pass. And he was a kid, but still, no. We're not buying someone a battle pass, buddy.
So
His family can buy their own battle pass.
Bevel it off.
Especially he's older.
Now you can see it didn't actually bevel off too well on there, but I'm still happy with that, and that's just because I didn't actually use reset the transformation. So I'm going to reset the transformations now just to make sure they're there for the future. I'm going to right click, shade smooth, and I'm also then going to bring in auto smooth, and that is how your actual start of your vault door should actually look. Alright everyone, so on the next one then we'll carry on with our vault door. Hopefully we should get it finished, and then we can finally move on to the last parts, which are actually going to be the actual
Yep. Okay, so now I actually don't like that. Control A. That's on first, well, I just feel like this thing here should be separated. We could always join it back, so let's separate it. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there! Okay, now Control A, right click, set origin to geometry. Okay, now I don't care if he did it or not. He said it didn't come out good. I'm gonna see if that changes the effect of the bevel. Alt Shift left click, Alt Shift left click. I'm pretty sorry, it's still bugging me. I'm pretty sure some kids or whomever he was talking to, maybe they even left the party to go in their own, like his buddy Elijah and his brother. They probably left him to go to their own party or do something, and he was gonna try to people please by buying him a $1,000 V-Buck battle pass. No, and that's how he's gonna end up not having the stuff he wanted. And that's not cool. My boy wants the cool cars and all the trailings and the emotes and stuff, and people want to manipulate him for his kindness. I know. It's not everybody's nice. Okay, shade auto smooth, I guess. All right. Let's just say where we're at. I think we use this. Okay. I don't know that that's how this goes or what, but that's how I'm doing it. All right. Next part. Okay. First off, let's get some. Okay. So trying to make this vault piece here. And how's that going to look? So he's going to bring this circle up. He actually separated it like I did. All transforms, set origin to geometry. Bring it up to the front. He actually moved his thing to see. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I see what we're doing? I actually think this guy, by the way, is pretty good at the modeling stuff. I've really enjoyed the 3D Tudor system and the kit bash that they've built. Oh, look, it's a little off. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure he came out like this and he extruded it.
So, and then L,
Okay.
and then we'll put it into place. So it's jaw stuck out on the outside. So now this is going to be from the back, and this will be from the front. Now let's make that little rim that goes around there. So the easiest way to do that is if I just grab the front. So we'll keep all this face here. We'll actually triangulate it very soon. So let's press I and bring it in, and then let's press I again and bring it in. And now let's make that little tiny bit on there. So grab this.
Okay, so the point is though, and what's interesting is that he did. I think the guy does things a little more difficult because he knows what he's making. He's not like one of us, and um, he's like, I know that if I was to do this, I want kind of my door like he had his. The door's coming in a certain way, certain thickness. Well, look, okay, if we're there, what am I seeing? I feel like I'm seeing something I don't want to. I just feel now like, is that too small? No, it's like it's just too much not in the center. Why are you going Z, baby? I didn't pick that. I didn't pick that. Can I ask you what your past? No, you may not. Can I ask you? No, you may not. Can please? No, you may not. Um. Okay, I like that. All right, so now is that deep enough in to be a door for a vault? Because you want the inside also to be like where it looks right. Okay, so that's that. Okay. I think that's good. All right, now we're gonna extrude that out. Oh no, I gotta edit base mode. Extrude. How much out do we want? Just protrude enough, right? Okay, and I'm pretty sure he did front face eye. Because look how, I see why he did this. I'm going to mute him while he works so I can see just. Okay. Hold on. All right, so he's already moving way ahead. He did something though, and this is my thing about this stuff is I want to know the shortcuts, and the shortcuts actually have helped out. So when he,
Grab this edge going around there with Alt Shift and click, press the E button and pull it out like so.
Alt Shift and click. Alt Shift and click. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I got this on. Alt, Alt Shift click. Nope. Alt, Alt Shift click. Nope. Ah, what happened? I don't know what happened. Let's just do it the lazy way. Boom, boom. Okay, and then he extruded this. Did a little extrudal. Okay. It's supposed to be pronounced, I think. All right, and then.
And now let's think about the.
I thought I heard
right
water
side.
for a
So
sec.
grab the inside, press the I button, and then I'm going to press I again, like so. And then what I want to do now is I want to basically create these parts here and lift this part out. So I'll do the lift out first. So I'll grab this one like this. I'll press the I button. Just if it's going with each one, just make sure you press the I again. And then what I'll do now is I'll lift them out. So E, pull them out like so. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab each one of these like so. And then I'm going to press I, bring them in, and then I'm going to press E, and finally we're going to make them a little bit smaller now. So if we come to individual origins, press the S button, bring.
Okay, so I think he did a little extrudal there. Okay, and then which one did he choose? Just looks like he picked like at random. Okay, and then we do an eye. A little extrude. And then another eye. No. Scale. Control Z. You gotta go on individual. That's what it is. Scale.
Bring them in like so. All right, so now let's actually make the
Looking
inner bit.
pretty good,
So we just
actually.
need to pull it out to make it look a little bit rounder, more than what it is now. So basically, if you bring it in like so, and then what you can do is you can press Control R and bring in a few edge loops, left click, right click, and now just go to your center point.
Why would you want to downgrade? Gold is just the better conductor of electricity. There's no way to sell that. I mean, there's a way to sell it, but there's no reason to. You're telling me that you don't want better sound quality? Bullshit. I was thinking, like, do you have an interface as well? I was thinking about getting one. That way I could have a better mic setup, like with a boom coming down somewhere, right? And like maybe like from the side and talk into it, do voices and things and fun stuff like podcasters that I like. And Phil Hendry. There's no comparing anything to the Phil Hendry Show, the greatest value online other than porn. But I would do that to connect my guitar, and so I could use Fruity Loops with the other devices that I have to create electronic music. It's fun shit. And I got one viewer, my main fan, Shrill Duck. Thank you. All right, so we're achieving our goal. Goals are being met. Things are happening. The world is going. 49 minutes though. Wow, I'm sure taking my sweet ass time to do this one fucking thing. No. No. I don't even. I mean, it's sure it's probably cool. I don't even know what that is though. A smart guitar. Okay, hold on. The thing is that I don't know if I could ever be happy playing on something other than the guitar I've put my effort into soldering and putting nice. Okay, so I have a Yamaha Pacifica that I play upside down left-handed and with the low string on the bottom, and then I cut off the horn on top, no, on the bottom, so you can't wear it right-handed. You can only wear it left-handed with the nut in the middle. And then why would you not want strings? I don't know. And then I got I plugged in or soldered in a Johnster 67 pickup for the neck pickup, so it sounds like a Jimi Hendrix sound. And in the middle, I have a double humbucker instead of a single coil because it's now a Hot Rails pickup in the middle. And then I left the original double humbucker at the bottom, so it sounds good on some low end rock. But the Hot Rails really adds a nice squeal to it. And I also painted it. That Fender Blues blue color because I have a Fender Blues amp that's blue as well. It's nice, I think. Oh, okay. Why, why do things spandex, man? The animated series. Lame. I feel like these songs just suck. Yeah, I would say so. Just like people who are kids trying to learn on a bigger guitar or a cheap guitar, it's so difficult. Buy yourself a $500 or $600 acoustic guitar or electric. Epiphone Les Paul probably be the one to go with, and I think you'd be pretty happy and surprised, very surprised. And I think you can. Oh no, I don't want to scale. Just having fun talking to you. I need to concentrate. Talking to you ain't making my game shrill. All right, so well, that ain't gonna do it no matter what, Alice. Gotta start way out here. Inset this to here, and then little small point, something about rough that size. Okay, and then we're gonna control R. You could plug a real guitar into the PC, and it can be electric, and it'll plug in and play with the effects from Fruity Loops or whatever you're recording into. And it's called a dry recording that way. Okay, so now back out. We're gonna. Oh, you know, he did a bunch of those sharps and bullshit, didn't he? And I didn't do any of that. Shame on me. Okay, so now we're gonna drag this out. Proportional editing. Okay, I don't want to make some kind of vault penis thing. Oh, it was G I was supposed to grab, but does that look good? Where's a rendered like thatch view? Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, because I'm in edit. Okay, look, and it didn't skip to the next song, or did it? But you click on it, YouTube music. Bullshit. I don't know why it does that. Okay, yeah, it's gonna look good. Let's go back to this view. You know what? This whole thing's just slightly too small. That's what she said. Okay, so what the problem is going to be is that I'm going to be playing or I'm going to be working on my game level or game design. I'm going to be like, oh shit, there's light. I'm going to see a little tiny bit of light come through. And I'm going to be like, I fucking hate it. Piece of shit. That song sounds like Sonic DX, or actually Sonic Adventure from Dreamcast, which is one of my favorite games when it first came out. Yeah, it's a hot game. All right. Look at that. Now, there was some spots where he was like, hey, you might want to do this. And I think we should take his advice. Oh, we still got these selected. Do we mark those as sharps? Oh, wait, did I screw up? Okay, no, I did. All right. Phew, buddy. Oh, that's cool. That would be cool. I'll have to check it out. Lava Genie. All right, now, right here, though, I want to mark as, oh, hold on. Backside 2. Why not? He did this thing where, and I think we'd want to do it with everything, really. For these, at least. Mark sharp. And back out in here. Look at that. Look at that shit. Uh-huh. I like it. We are definitely getting there. Okay. Now, I think there is a part where it's this thing. I don't know what he's going to do next, but I kind of want to know.
Put it on proportional editing, and now you should be able to bring. You could bring the whole thing out. So if you bring it out like so, bring your mouse in, and now you can see
Bring your mouse in. Oh, I guess I could have brought out more, but.
kind of rounded look that we're
Hmm.
looking for, which you get on, things like vaults and things like that. All right, so you can also see that it's pretty much rounded all the way off as well, which I'm really, really happy with. You might actually want to make it a little bit hard edge around here, for instance. If you do, just there. And I think that actually, if I move this out of the way, does it look better? I don't actually think so, so I think I'm just going to take that off. Yeah, and I think I'm actually happy with the rest of it. I think that looks actually good. Maybe I want one more. So what I'll do is I'll come in and grab this, right click, mark sharp, and you can see that we've not really got that shot there. So what we've not really got that shot there. So like so, and
I
now
like to do this like.
not really got that shot there. Not really got that shot there. And what it, and you can see that we've sharp. Instead, I'll grab it and
Anyway.
I think that looks a little bit better than what it did before. All right, so the last thing we need to do on this is now bring in our actual hinge.
Bullshit.
Our hinge really needs to go on here.
I'm
You
gonna
can see the
pretend
problem with
this thing's not. It looks says it's rounded though. You
round
see?
as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn it round. So you can see if I press one, that my hinge would be kind of at an angle, and I don't really want that. So if I press R, Y, and just spin it round just slightly, you can see I need to spin the whole thing round. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it there, and then come down to the angle and just put it on 10%. So if I put that on 10%, I know it's going to be in the right place. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to press R, Y, and 10, like so, and there you go. Now you can see it actually lines up, and now you can see when we bring that hinge in, it's going to line up perfectly. All right, so now we need to bring the actual hinge in. So what I'm going to do
Have
is
you ever used Fruity Loops?
bring in a cube.
Fruity Loops is good, and you can make lots of sounds by distorting things. You could also do that with a good microphone and record something. You know, um, maybe take the TV remote in front of your guitar and hit a button. Does it on the pickup. Adam Jones from Tool uses a lot. They have a thing called the Iris. Some guy would hand make them a long time ago, and there's a sound that goes beep 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 in the beginning of The Patient or something like. I think it's called the song The Patient off their Lateralis album, and the sound of there in that song, pretty sure that's it. The Patient. Um, that sound is actually like a fan. So the Iris is a little box and has a laser coming out, and it makes sound based. I told it to zoom in. I want it to do what I want to do, not. Oh, look, turned off tracking. Yep. Um, the Iris is a little box. It sounds cool, but the Iris was cool. It had a laser that came out. And whatever the laser hit stuff, it would make the music or the sound. Now, did he freaking Anyway, so on the Tool album, it's a fan spinning and it's hitting the laser.
So I'm going to press RY and 10, like so, and there you go. Now you can see it actually lines up. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to do the angle and just put it on 10%. So if I put that on 10%, I know it's going to be in the right place. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to press RY and 10, like so, and there you go. Now you can.
So he wants this rotated. That's all it was. Okay, so it paused. Oh, it's because I turned off autoplay. That's what happened. I got sick of YouTube. I have no fan in here. No wonder it's hot. Whew. I have no fan in here. And I got sick of YouTube playing my stuff for me all the time because it was just getting out of hand. Or I also didn't want to be woken up in the middle of the night by some shit. That's good. Okay. So for the hinge to be on an even part. So what I understand is if you're going to rotate the stuff, why not just do RY 10 and just do it at once? Why you got to do separate? I don't get this, dude. All right, hold on. All right. I'm going to leave it right here. I'll be right back. It is hot, bitch. It is hot. It feels hot in here. Be right back. Oh, that moves my screen. Universal hotkeys, bitch. Here's Jason. It was fun. But the doors you go up to, hit enter or whatever, or space, and and then like it's a little 2D graphic. All right. Now there's a thing he did.
You can see it actually lines up, and now you can see when we bring that hinge in.
Guess we're gonna bring a hinge in.
All right, so now we need to bring the actual hinge in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Shift A.
Oh.
Shift A, bring it.
Oh, that skips to the next one. Sorry. Maybe I want this. That's what I want.
Just going to be the same sort of thing as what we did with our actual door. Let's pull it down and let's bring it out into the place where it's going to go. Let's press the S button.
It's just like, is he just making it up where it goes?
Let's now pull it up. So S.
Half and half, or what?
Pull it up.
Sometimes I want to like rotate his screen.
Again, and then just make sure that it's actually in these two here. So you want it on this down part here. All right, so that's looking pretty nice.
Easy. Do you ever check out the channel X7Q5A96 on YouTube? X7Q5A96. I still feel like that's too small. Yeah. X7Q5A96. I think that's what it is, yeah. Actually, I'm on the Patreon. I pay them. I don't know. I like their articles. It's stuff that I kind of think about. One of the articles was called The Ontology of Dreams. I feel like something got lost. Or for me, I was missing out. Let's switch to wireframe view for a minute. In fact, no chump, we know already, don't we? We know you can just go over here and you can just pick this face. And skip this song. Okay. So we're going to do this. Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift A, cube. Way too big. Size 0.5. Still way too big. 0.1. All right. Except I screwed up. Or did I really? Yeah, because I think the cube's a separate object. That's all right. Boom, because I know how to do this shit now. I just separated the selection. All right, it feels good doing that. All right. Imagine I'm limiting myself, I feel like, because I'm doing the tutorial. And I'm doing that because I'm actually learning quite a lot from the tutorial I'm doing. Oh, this sounds such simple. I had those choir sounds on my keyboard. All right. Something's wrong. Nope, I think it's the inside that got left. I feel like a door like this would have a bigger hinge setup going on. That's all cool. Okay. While we're here, we might as well set our cursor to the origin here. And then we're going to want to set our origin and our device over to that because that's where we're going to spin from when we're, or pivot from when we're doing stuff. Okay, so now we're going to break into this. Hold on. Oh, no, 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 no. He would, wait, what did he do? I feel like it was going to be a Y. Let's see.
Now what I want to do is I want to bevel off and bring in, make it actually look like an inch. So what I'll do is I'll press Control R. I'll bring in 4, left click, right click, Control B,
Mmm.
E, Enter, Alt and S, bring it in.
That was a technique. Because that way you create faces in here instead of having to do it yourself, like with the bricks. Four. Alright. Whoa, look at that jaggy move. Oh, that's right there, okay.
I'll press Control R. I'll bring in 4, left click, right click, Control B.
Control B it from the bevel. I never understood. Okay, so it's a bevel out, and it just creates it. Oh, that's right, because it's beveling from the line. Now, we want these to be manly, but not too big. Okay, and then, was it Alt S then? Just, no? See on medium point? Okay.
And then E, Enter, Alt.
Ah, so I was right there on the first one. Oh, let's get back to a little tune. All right. E, Enter, Alt S to bring in the scale. What the fuck? Oh, I'm on proportional editing. Except I didn't bevel mine.
Alt and S, bring it in. Like so. Or could we bring them out? I'm just looking. No, I think actually a little better inwards. Like so. And then finally I just want to bevel those off. So I'm going to bevel them off and then I'll do the top. So Alt Shift click, Control B, bring them in. Like so. And I think actually it doesn't actually need, it might need a little bevel on the top as you can see. So I think I will do that. What I'll do is I'll just grab the top, press Tab, Control A, all transforms, right click, to origin to geometry, tab again, and then just press Control B and just bevel it off very, very slightly like so. Now let's give it a test. So while we've got this here, we might as well press Shift S, cursor to selected, grab the actual door, not this part here, so not the outer part, join it to the hinge then, so Control J, and then right click, shade smooth, and then auto smooth, like so. Now let's reset everything now just back to here, so Control A, all transforms, right click, set origin, back to 3D cursor, and now you should be able to open this actual door, like so, and you can see it opens really, really nice, and it's not actually catching on anything, and that's basically what we want to do. Again, if you move it like that, just press Alt R, and you will be able to put it back, because we reset all of the transforms. Now, one thing I'm not happy about, as you can see that this bit here, it's looking a little bit rounded and I don't really want that. So I'm going to go into that and I'm just looking why it is. And I think it's just because we haven't actually got any edges on here. So I'm going to put them on. So what I'm going to do is Alt Shift click. I'm going to do the same.
It's putting some edges on there to sharpen them up. Mark sharp, yeah. Okay, let's pause it there. And go back and get a little YouTube track going. Okay. I want to do cursor just selected. I think I'm gonna control. I hope I'm even doing this right. Did he have it joined or not? This is the fucking thing with these tutorials. He does. It's all together. I'm gonna join mine because I noticed he tested, and look, the position's there. So rotate. If we want to do a test, rotate on the Z. There's our door opening and closing. Raid the loop, baby. Okay, we'll save that there then. All right. All right, so I feel like he still hasn't made do with rounding this off, but he's all concerned about edges. I want this thing clean as a fucking whistle over here. I might bevel this myself around it if it don't. Okay, so he's doing his thing. Now, when you say he's doing his thing, is that, you know, is that a euphemism? No, it's not a euphemism. Just doing his fucking thing, all right? All right, so take it easy, son. What did he do? Now he's shading flat. Okay, he's shading flat a piece. And let's go see how that looks. So a bunch of this other stuff has been really rounded. And over here, apparently he doesn't like the way some of this looks. So he's picking some faces. Yeah, pick your faces wisely, okay, people? Okay, so left click, click, no, click, 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 Alt Shift. No, shouldn't have done that. I feel like Alt Shift click should have got me. That's okay. Okay, and then he did this other thing. Shade flat. Boom. I don't know how that's going to change anything, but all right, let's check it on out. Maybe I just did mine different. Mine looks a little different. I kind of like mine better, actually. But we'll see. We'll see how bad my game is screwed up at the end. All right. Okay, so we're shading flat, and I think we're getting to the home stretch of this stream, and then I got to bake some cookies for my son. I think he's worried about having the transform.
So what you want to do is you actually want to join these together. So if I grab my bolt, grab my wall, press Control P, you can actually keep set parent
Keep our
to the wall and
transforms.
keep the transform. In other words, if I click on this, come back to my door, I can still rotate it round, but if I grab my wall, I can then move this, as you see, the outer part with it. Now all I need to do is just do the same thing with the actual door. So grab the door, grab the wall, Control P, keep transform, grab my door, RZ, you'll see it moves out, grab my wall, and you'll see everything moves along with it, which is really, really great. Now let's come and rename this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this part here, and I'm going to rename it Vault Door. So Vault Door, like so. And then I'm just going to make sure that the other part, so if I press dot, you can see that this is named as cube, and I don't really want that. So this is the vault door outer. In fact, I'll call this actually vault door.
Okay, so we're almost out. We're almost done here. All right, I'm going to finish up and lock out. Okay, so the lesson here is after we know this has its transform here, we just select the next object out. We hit Control P and we set the parent to the object, but keep our transform. So now when you click this and this, it's different, but they're together somehow. So it's only on a lower basis. So this to here, Control P, keep transform, takes care of all of them. Okay. Now he didn't put, did he put textures yet? Because he says we're going to work on the brazier. And that's fine and dandy. But, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, the next one coming up soon.